G'day mates, welcome back to Pharaoh. Today we're having another split. We're going off into two different directions. We can go for Medium, build a tomb of our own. Very, very nice. Looks like Pharaoh is actually giving us the honour of having our own tomb. The other option, of course, is Serabit Khadim. We're heading into the harsh Sinai, and we're going to be probably mining copper. I assume this is going to be the military mission, and that will be the building one. Since I have just come fresh out of a big building one, I think I'm going to head and do the military mission. So today we're going to head into Serabit Khadim, into the Sinai.
Like Den before him, Pharaoh Huni has ordered an expedition into the harsh land of Sinai to acquire turquoise, gemstones, and copper. He wishes you to lead this expedition to a place called Serabit Khadim, where the building remains of an earlier Egyptian outpost may still be found. Their current condition is unknown, but they may still provide some means of defense for the expedition. You should be aware that the last such expedition sent to this area never returned. A later expedition sent to recover them also did not return. Nevertheless, if we are to arm our soldiers adequately, our kingdom needs copper for making weapons, and this metal is scarce in our land. Prepare yourself, for you will be under constant threat of attack from the Bedouin of the Sinai Desert, and from our enemies, the Canaanites. Mine what copper and gemstones you may under these conditions, and be prompt in fulfilling Pharaoh's requests. You may employ jewelers to use any surplus gemstones to fashion jewelry for the people occupying the settlement.
Alrighty, this is going to be a hardcore military mission by the looks of things, because all we need is to keep Pharaoh happy and have a population. There are no other building requirements at all. Okay, so we have little walls put up all around here. Looks like we've got some walls down south here, and there's a big gap here. I don't know what that one's for. I suppose that is probably our weak point that we need to defend. Not a lot here, not a lot considering we are the third expedition that they've sent out. They've sent out two previous ones. We are the one that will hopefully, third time lucky, succeed. Now, no doubt we're going to be attacked out here, and considering there's only an entrance here, here, and here, it's all going to be behind that. It's not going to be able to defend those. That ore-bearing rock is looking, well, it's tempting, but it's actually not that big. So I reckon anything we build down here will be destroyed. There is no other ore though. Oh no, there's ore over here. Probably don't want to go outside because again, that's the bottom of the map right here. So I could probably mine from the inside, get maybe 2 or 3 in there, and I could probably get a couple here. Of course, there is this gap that they can go through. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, they can. It's a gap they can get through. Okay, so we're fairly well blocked in, but not perfectly. Looks like someone may come over here as well. I do want to be careful of that. We need 2,000 people. That's probably going to involve 2 housing blocks, I think. I may be able to get that into one. No, I won't. I'm going to need 2 housing blocks, and I suspect that's going to be here and probably down here. So let's get cracking and let's get to it. I'll see you on the other side, fellas. Okay, we're looking pretty well set up here. I've decided to go for 2 housing blocks early on, pretty much because I think that's all we're going to need. And what I can actually do is use these guys down here as labour access for the copper ore that I think we're going to mine nearly immediately. Have a quick look at the gods. I didn't do that in my preview area. Let's see. Ra, Ptah, and Seth. Okay, that's fairly easy. Can we export copper? Yes, we can export copper. Where can we export copper is the question. So we're here. Looks like Timnah has been wiped off the map in the intervening years between episodes. You didn't even look what you buy. You don't buy much. Gemstones though, I'm sure we can sell those. Not going to buy anything from us. Nope. Nope. Okay, Salimra Oasis will buy copper, and it's all going to be land trading routes, which is very, very nice. I think I'm going to open this one immediately and begin exporting copper. And you don't export anything over 200 to begin with. I want to always be able to produce weapons because I suspect early on we're going to be under heavy attack. There we go, that should be sufficient. I'm going to throw down a... How are we going to do this? How are we going to do this? I'm going to throw that right there, I think. You are just going to stockpile copper up to half, and I can't see weapons. There we go, weapons up to half as well. And since we're exporting copper, the city should flow very, very nicely. And here we go, everyone moving in, and we have a small trickle of unemployment coming in. These guys are unfortunately traveling a little bit too far to get down to this one here. Yeah, we're stocking up a lot of meat, but the birds are only going to respawn at a certain speed, so hopefully that will be a sufficient trickle to sort of eat into that level there. If not, I can put another thingy up just up further. But we're going to put a bazaar down. Actually, I just want to throw one of these down so I can remember how big I've got to work with. So we're going to throw a bazaar now, right there, and we're going to throw another bazaar just in there. And now that should give us the people we need to really burn up and get our military going. We are very, very low on money, but they are buying copper. Where is the higher? Gosh darn it. Unfortunately, there isn't a road there, and I was slightly mistaken. We have lost all our copper. Thankfully, they did manage to buy some of it, but we are well and truly behind the 8 ball now. So let's start again. You're going to be holding copper, and unfortunately we've lost a lot of that. Not good, not good. I have to pay more attention. That was entirely my fault that time. So I've got 3 weaponsmiths placed down, and I've got a recruiter up here working. It is... how is our unemployment going at this point? 37% is huge, so I'm going to quickly... wow, I didn't realise that had gone up so quickly. I am going to get rid of a lot of those houses. I hate to do it, because that is not a very good way of controlling unemployment, but I don't have the money at this point to properly get this under control. I'm also going to need to bring you guys back under control as well. There we go, employees needed. Now I can rebuild all that again. Yeah, not something I like to do. I don't really enjoy destroying houses. It's not a realistic way of playing the city, but I can't afford a massive collapse right now, especially without all the cash that I'm going to need. So we've got a fair bit of money coming in. Ra is a little bit pissed off, but that's okay, because I can just throw down some of these babies in the gaps here. So a lot here. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Ra will be a bit happier now. So I'm going to throw down, once I get another amount of copper sold off, I'm going to work on getting a fort placed down. Now they're 1,200 Debons each. They're very, very expensive. So I need to sell copper. And here we go. Looks like I didn't sell any copper. Can I sell weapons? That is an interesting question. Weapons cannot be exported. So to that end, you're only going to take a quarter of a yard in weapons. You're going to go up to a 3/4 in copper. So I'm going to need a lot more. Unfortunately, I have to send copper off to Pharaoh. That's not very good. Let's stockpile this, and then we will get back. The problem is that's our only income source at the moment. I really do need to move on to gems. I need to start selling gems, and I think if I do dip below, there we go. Okay. Okay. I'll accept chickpeas. Great stuff. Not sure what I'm doing here. I'm going to need another. No, I'm going to need another. Actually, yeah. Why not? Why not just put a storage yard right there? What I want to do. This storage yard is going to accept game meat, and then from there, what you're going to do is you're going to get maximum in game meat. So they will just dump that off there, hopefully, and then this guy can run up and grab it in big chunks, and that will save the number of trips we're doing. Now I should have enough to send off to Pharaoh. There is his copper, and we can stop stockpiling this and actually get back to exporting, handling over 200 again. And here we go. In 2 years' time, our Canaanite army will be at our gates. And thankfully, I think we've got quite a bit of time to prepare for it. But I've also got my 2 little forts. I've got an archer fort and, oh, what are they? Hyenas. Maybe we can kill them. They are very weak in their forts. So you do want to move them out when possible. Okay, it looks like there are a bunch of hyenas over there. We may need to kill them off. Okay, that was unexpected. A Bedouin army is attacking. They are upon us. And they're coming from the southwest there. We're not really prepared because these hyenas have been ripping through our people. So we're going to send what we've got down here and hope that we can actually hold them off. They're probably going to try and come through this gap here. So I may be able... Oh, I forgot about that. There's a bunch of copper here. I may be able to actually catch them as they're funneling through. We'll see which direction they go. Okay, they look like archers, so we should be able to just charge on in. There we go. Nope, don't destroy that. Come and fight with the rescue fellows. Bastards. Oh, there we go. Back in the deck again. And I think we... No, we have... Okay, they're retreating. That's good news. We lost a lot of guys, but they are thankfully retreating. And our guys are panicked and heading back to base. That gives us, though, the time we need to, I think, build up. Pharaoh requests 1,000 copper. Mate, now is not the time. I can see why the previous two guys failed, because Pharaoh's been a pain in the ass. Okay, let's send off this copper. We've got more than enough of it, and we can now finally begin exporting it again. And you guys just export whatever you've got. Because now we've got this little mine over here. We should hopefully be able to make back our money. The Canaanite army is coming, and unfortunately these guys are still killing off all my archers. I'm not sure really how I can stop them. But quite frankly, infantry is more important, so if they can just keep distracting them for a bit, I will get a more permanent fix later. Pharaoh is really demanding that copper. I have 3,000. No, I don't. I have 2,400 in currently being demanded. I've got 1,500 currently available. This guy is... We're sucking up all my income. So because of that, I am trying to move into more gemstones here. At this point, though, I haven't quite figured out how I'm going to get people to this area. So I'm thinking I might just have to bite the bullet and use a bit of feeder housing. Again, not something I like doing. And, ooh, 1 more month and the Canaanites will arrive. And there's another one coming in 6 months. So we've built up a fair bit of infantry. And I think I've finally managed to kill off the hyenas over here by marching all my soldiers in. It is a little bit difficult because they kind of were spawning right right on the edge of the map there. But who knows where they're going to come from. This may well be the attack point, but we're going to find out. Okay, they're coming from the north. That is not actually a problem, but it is a little bit surprising. I didn't think so. I suppose we're in Sinai though. That is not that unbelievable for them to come from the north. What we can do though is we can charge right on in. I suspect these guys are not going to be difficult to take out. So that looks like the Bedouin are actually more difficult to fight at this point. Am I stockpiling copper still? Oh, let's export it. When it's over, nothing. Just, if I've got copper, buy it. Because I need that moolah. Okay, foreign army invading. More Canaanites. Where are they coming from? The south, I think. I'm not exactly sure. It's taking us here. Maybe they're coming from the east. No idea. I can't see them. So let's see what happens. Okay, they're coming there from the east. In that case, you guys are going to need to rotate and charge on in. And I may as well actually get these guys a little bit of experience as well. I'll rotate you and put you right there. And another attacking. There we go. A little bit of experience, and that is not a particularly difficult one to build to hold off. And the Bedouin army is attacking from the south. That's interesting, because I'm not really in a position to hold them off. Let's see what happens here. Hopefully my morale hasn't all been shot to pieces and I will be able to actually stop them here. Rotate, guys. And charge on in. And you just stay up behind. Yeah, not too difficult. Definitely going to need to work on getting more soldiers set up though. Thinking another archery fort is the way to go. You guys are still green. You guys are skilled. And you are skilled as well. They will continue to level up, hopefully. Okay, in order to win, we're going to need 2,000 population, and we're going to need the kingdom rating up to 80. Now, we're a fair bit away from 80. We're going to need to fulfill a lot more requests before we can get there. And at the moment, our unemployment is rocketing up there. There is another way of doing that. I'm going to build something. We've got Ra as our patron god. Now, he will bless and raise our kingdom rating if I get enough temples and shrines down to him. So what I'm going to do is open up a little priest quarter over here. We're going to extend up off here. That should be more than sufficient. And we're going to start throwing down. We're going to put the temple complex to Ra. There's people in the way, as is the case. So we're going to throw down instead a couple of temples to Ra. 1, 2 there. Buy a bit of space. I'm going to throw in the temple complex right. Anyway, move out of the way. Nope. Got there. Okay. We now have the temple complex to Ra. Let's have a quick look at what the temple complex to Ra actually does, as I think I've forgotten. So, building a temple, blah blah blah, find itself in debt, allow you to pay lower interest. That's very nice. Oracle helps you to manage the city's affairs. Okay, so the altar of Ma'at, the goddess of justice, will have a calming effect on the city, and all our priests from Ra will basically, yeah, that's pretty good. Reduce crime. That's pretty nice. And then Oracle of Horus will encourage them to accept a lower wage without affecting their mood. That's also kind of useful. Since we've got the cash, I'm probably going to throw those on. I'm going to start with the Oracle of Ma'at just to keep people very happy. And we actually do have spare money, so I'm going to throw both of them down. There we go, the Oracle of Horus. This is looking very nice. We're going to definitely need a firehouse over here and an architect's post, because that building alone is a lot of money invested. Pharaoh requesting some gems. Lucky that I am stockpiling them. Unfortunately, I don't quite have enough, so we will actually do a proper stockpile, and that should build up shortly. Well, Ra is proving surprisingly difficult. I haven't had any blessings despite this beautiful, beautiful built-up area that I've got for him. Hopefully, yeah, he just seems to be congenial. I might just keep throwing shrines and temples down. The guy is proving to be quite annoying. However, we do have a Canaanite army coming very shortly, so we need to avoid going into debt for one. We need to keep preparing for that. I can't build walls, unfortunately, so if one of these walls falls, I'm stuffed. That's all I've got. I will need to get my troops over there quick smart. And here we go. Bedouin army is upon us, and looks like they're coming straight out there. So let's get our guys moving down here quick smart. I'm going to want... Which way are you facing? The right way. Good. This should be sufficient. We should have enough dudes here to take on pretty much anything that they're going to throw at us. They're coming in surprisingly quickly. Hopefully we can force them back. Oh wait, is that all? Huh, they were coming in so quickly I thought they had a massive force there. It looks like we've beaten them very quickly. I think even our archers will just hold them off here. No, it looks like our archers got decimated. I think I sped up just a little bit too much. There we go, kill them off. Let's head back to the fort and lick our wounds. Okay, now we've got a Canaanite army on us. It's only been like a month. Our dudes have only just walked back. So we are probably going to be in a difficult position here. We've got more than enough infantry though to hold them off. They're coming in very quickly. So, oh yeah, look at that, we're wiping them out, smashing them. What we can do though is charge you guys right on up. There's no point dilly-dallying around here. There we go, wiped them out. And with that, you're skilled and we've finally got some veterans. We're actually really leveling up our troops. They're getting better and better. So hopefully that won't drop too much as they replace losses. And another Bedouin army attack. We actually don't get any warning for this, so these are quite unexpected. I assume they're coming in from the south here. So let's mosey on down as quick as we can. I'd like to get our archers trained up as well, so you guys can come down. Nope, they completely missed them. They're actually here. on the east. So, not good at all. Yeah, we're going to lose all our archers. Bummer. Oh shit, there's more of them coming. This is quite a big Bedouin attack. Yeah, nothing we can't handle. Look at that. Walked all over them. Ah, one guy got away. Doesn't matter. We have ourselves some new little things. They are... Okay, well look at it. We've got some masters. The Lions Company are very, very powerful. They're also very scared right now, but we will pretend we didn't see that. Alrighty, this looks like it could well be the end. I had two quick requests. One for luxury goods like jewellery, and another one for copper, and I have just sent those off a little while ago, and our kingdom standing has climbed. We only needed 8 points, so if each one of those gave us 4 or more, then this will be victory. But it's not. They gave us a very small amount. So instead, what we can do is send a gift to Pharaoh. Let's give him a generous gift. 500 Debons. And we are... There you go. We've won the mission. Proceed.
You have managed to overcome the dangers of Sinai and supplied Egypt with copious amounts of precious copper and turquoise. Your deeds will be remembered for generations.
Well, that there was probably the most difficult, I wouldn't say difficult, the most intense military mission I've done thus far. It was pretty constant. Their attacks were just non-stop, and the Bedouin ones were pretty much entirely unprepared for. I just had no warning. They would just come on in. Canaanites I generally had 1 or 2 years to prepare for each time. 95 months, not too bad, but considering how easy it was, we really only needed the population, a very small population, and a bit of kingdom rating. Not a difficult one, all things considered. But next episode, we're going to head back to Medium, and we're going to be building a tomb of our own. Join me next time. Take care.